Isn't it remarkable? Watching your starting pitcher go out there and completely shove. Now, yes, it is the Miami Marlins, a team who isn't the greatest. However, you look at their offensive numbers this year. They're 18th in runs scored, they're 6th in hits, 9th in batting average, 18th in on-base percentage, 16th in slug, 16th in OPS, 24th in homers, but they're 9th in stolen bases. They're not a horrendous offensive team. Now, no Kyle Stowers definitely plays into that. However, Shane Bieber, in his Blue Jays debut, was electric tonight. What we saw today was a dude that just locks in with location. I mean, he's not going to blow you away with 99, 100 miles an hour. No. He'll sit 92 to 94 probably. However, the way he was locating his pitches today, I think, let's be honest here. It's what Jose Berrios, we all wish Jose Berrios would be. Watching Shane Bieber paint that slider right on the corner, paint 93, 94 in the outer half, get the chase on that gorgeous changeup. Disgusting. 6 innings, didn't walk anybody, hit a guy, but allowed 2 hits, a solo shot to Sanoha, who I actually thought was really pretty good today. And 9 strikeouts in his debut. Yeah, electric stuff. Now, it does help. What? It does help when your offense gives you some runs before you even touch the mound for your first outing since April of 2024. It really helps. And the Blue Jays, we talked about in the last video, how they struggled mightily offensively, and not having Vlad in the lineup just makes them look bleh. And to start this ball game, George Springer's a pretty good at bat, but he grounds out, and then Addison Barger takes a horrible swing, breaks his bat, he's out, and there's 2 out and nobody on. But then Bo on a pretty good pitch too, like a curveball slider from the starting pitcher, which was who was it? Right, Ryan Gusto. And Bo drives this thing to the left center field gap. It one hops the wall. It's his 39th double on the season, which I believe leads all of baseball, unless Bobby Witt Jr. has just been crushing doubles recently. And he had a 2-out guy at second now. Okay, then Alejandro Kirk, really good at bat, draws a walk. And then Dalton Varsho comes up. And I don't really care at this point, but if I was Ryan Gusto, why am I throwing a breaking ball to Dalton Varsho? He does. It gets drilled into the gap, or into down the line, past the right fielder. And Bo comes in to score. Kirky up to third. He got second and third, 2 out now. An RBI double for Dalton Varsho. And the Jays lead at 1-0. Great start to the ball game. Then Ty France comes up. And again, we all want Vladdy back. And obviously the good news on his standpoint, where he was doing sprints today. We've seen the video of him running around, so that's great to see. He was swinging the bat as well, so that's good to see. There's some progress there. Again, as much as I want him back healthy. Hamstrings are a scary thing. Like, if he's not even at like 70%, wait another day. Wait another 2 days. I understand we need the wins and you want the wins. But I don't want him coming back for, a game or two too early. And then you lose him for 2 or 3 weeks. You don't want that. Hamstrings can be a funky thing. We've seen it a lot. Look at Dalton Varsho earlier this year. You don't want to deal with that, especially with Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So, great stuff there. Hey, Ty France comes in, right? And we're all like, we're not expecting bombs from Ty France. But you're like, hey, find a way to get it on base and play some good defense. Now, he seemed to just do really well at first base defensively. You always feel comfortable, whether it's a ball in the dirt, whether he's got a stretch. He knows what he's doing out there. You love what you see there. But in this at-bat, he bounces one through the right side for a base hit. Kirky comes in to score. Varsho comes in to score. He gets thrown out at second base. But who cares? The Jays get a 3-0 lead before Bieber even touches the mound. Great start. Now, Shane Bieber goes out there in the first inning and proceeds to strike out the first 2 guys he sees. Has a great first inning. Bottom of the second inning, Javier Sanoha, I believe it was like a 10 or 11 pitch at bat. And I think Bieber throws a pretty good pitch, and he drives it to center field and is gone for Sanoha's 5th home run of the season. Solo shot, cuts the deficit to 3-1. But again, what does Bieber do after that? And that was so important. I wanted to see how he'd react after giving up a home run. Well, he locks back in and allows, and and gets 13 of the next 14 guys out. Oh yeah, and that one guy who got the hit to get on base, he has a bouncing ball single through the left side. That's it. Locked in. He didn't let the home run phase him. He just battled back and was outstanding, striking out 9. And then, let's be honest, top of the 6th inning with Alejandro Kirk on base, Dalton Varsho drills one to right field, and it's gone. 14th home run of the season for Dalton Varsho, 2-run blast, putting the Jays up 5-1. And after that swing, I think we can all agree, it was a collective sigh. Because when it's 3-1, look, you trust Bieber on the mound, for sure. But that extra 2 runs to make it a 5-1 game, it was a collective exhale. And yes, Maximo Acosta, again, a pretty good pitch from Yariel Rodriguez, a fastball up and away, hits a solo shot, his second career hit is a second career homer, makes it 5-2, but that's all they get, and the Blue Jays win the opener of this series 5-2. Now, before we get into the player stats, Yankees lose 1-0 to the Red Sox today. They get 3 hit, and just like that, Blue Jay fans, I wanted this to happen because now the Yankees and the Red Sox both have 5 more losses than the Toronto Blue Jays. We all want to look at games back, and the Yankees are 5.5 games back of the Blue Jays. The Red Sox are 5 back of the Blue Jays. But I like to look at the loss column because that's the margin for error the Jays have. Plus, we own the tiebreaker for both teams. You have 5 less losses than both teams. Now, if each team splits the rest of the way and the Jays can find a way to win the next couple of ball games, they'd be 6 losses. Each team would be 6 losses behind the Jays. You'd be in a great spot. Now, all we have to do is focus on our own team. So them going out there today and winning the ball game, you knew you were gaining a game on somebody, and you did that today. So awesome stuff. 5-2 winners over the Marlins. Key players today. Look. I guess key players, Boschet, 1 for 3 with a run scored, walked once, got on base twice. Alejandro Kirk, same sort of deal, 1 for 3 with a walk, scored 2 runs. Dalton Varsho and Ty France did a job today. Dalton Varsho, 2 for 4, 2 runs scored, drove in 3, had a homer. And Ty France, 2 for 4, a couple of singles, and drove in 2 runs. So you love what you're seeing from Ty France as a Blue Jay, aren't we? Like, going into the ball game today, he was hitting... 311 with a 380 on base and 800 OPS as a Blue Jay. Obviously, it's going to go up today, going 2 for 4. He's been good. I like what we've seen from Ty France, especially in the absence of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. You know you're going to see a lot of Ty France until then. So to have him go out there today and make an impact on both sides of the ball, made a couple of good defensive stretches as well. So he had a good day. 8 hits for the Blue Jays, only struck out twice, walked 4 times. That's more like this ball club, right? And Shane Bieber, dominant. 6 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 9 punch-outs, did not walk a single batter, hit a guy but nothing more. Incredible stuff from him. Mason Fluharty walked the first guy he faced, right? Bieber doesn't walk anybody in his outing. Fluharty, first guy, walks him. Second guy got to a 3-1 count. I'm like, are we going to really do this right now? But he ends up getting a couple outs. Yariel Rodriguez goes out there, gets the guy to end the inning, and then goes out there for the next inning, allows a couple hits. It was an earned run. He allowed the solo shot, obviously, to Acosta. 2/3 of an inning, 2 hits, 1 run for Yariel. Brendan Little goes out there, and honest to God, guys, as much as we talk about Brendan Little being an absolute nightmare to watch, that was I know it's 2 guys, I know it's the Marlins, but that was probably the best I've seen Brendan Little in a while. Like, throwing the fastball for strikes, and the breaking ball, like, they were quality misses. When they're non-competitive misses, they do nothing for me. But his first strikeout, yeah, great pitch. 3 pitches, Schmelly on the 3rd strike. Second strikeout, he had it working. Faced 2 guys, punched them both out. Great stuff from Brendan Little. And Jeff Hoffman got the first 2 guys, walked the next dude, but no problem else. He got a job done. Clean inning of work, no base runner. Well, he allowed a walk, but nothing else. And Jeff Hoffman, this is what we talked about it, right? This is why he needed that outing on the Tuesday, because he hadn't pitched since the Friday, and you didn't want him to go a full week without an outing. So he needed that today. A 28th save on the season for Jeff Hoffman. Another clean inning for him. He's been very good recently. Since that 5 walk outing against the Dodgers, he's been locked down for this organization. So great stuff from him. Great stuff from the Blue Jays. Great victory. Houston Astros are probably going to win against the Orioles. The Tigers won, so nothing changes at the top of the divisional standings, but you did your job today. On to tomorrow for Game 2 of this 3-game series against the Marlins. Jose Berrios gets the start. Now, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. If he struggles early on, Eric Lauer was up warming up today. That might be getting himself kind of ready to go for tomorrow if Berrios struggles. I'm guessing that's what it's going to be, but we'll see. I mean, it's a very interesting outing. I'm very intrigued to see what he does. Jansen Junk gets the ball for the Marlins in Game 2 tomorrow. 4:10 first pitch there. Look, we talked about it. Win a series. Go out there, win a ball game tomorrow. Win the first 2 games of this series. And yeah, by the way, the Yankees got to face Garrett Crochet tomorrow. So it's a 105 first pitch. We'll know the result of that game before we start our ball game. But go out there, win a ball game, and get some early offense. And Jose Berrios, lock in, big dog. La Máquina, go out there, win a ball game. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I do appreciate it. So hit that like button if you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Blue Jays? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below. It's all up there if you haven't done so already. And I will talk to you guys, obviously, Jays Edition, Game 2 of this 3-game series against the Marlins down in Miami. Jose Berrios and Jansen Junk is the pitching matchup tomorrow afternoon at 4:10. All right, thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the dub tonight. Talk to you guys then.